Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On our top stories today, Benjamin Itwe heads the delegation of members of the National Commission for the Promotion of Bilingualism in Cameroon, who were in the opaque city of Limbe on a sensitization mission. And the Port Authority of Limbe was a focal point and was described as an essential maritime exit and entry point of the country's logistic network. Meantime, the president of the Cameroon Football Federation, Fekafute, faced the CAF disciplinary board yesterday to answer some allegations made against him concerning match fixing, amongst others. Samuel Eto'o pleaded non-guilty, stating that he had never been a cheat throughout his international football career. As his verdict awaits the entire world. We shall be talking about more of this today on the news. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to CAM1 Radio, the People's Radio, of course, and the frequency is 99.5 FM. We start this news today with members of the National Commission for the Promotion of Bilingualism and Multiculturalism who visited the Limbe Port Authority and urged the staff to be hardened defenders of the promotion of Cameroon's two official languages. The Commission are on an official mission to evaluate and sensitize the population of Cameroon. The delegation to Limbe was headed by Benjamin Itwe, who foresees the importance of sensitizing the Port Authority staff, who will ensure the effective practice of bilingualism at the entry parts of the country, which has been described as an essential maritime exit and the entry point of the country's logistics network. Now take a listen to Benjamin Itwe, the head of the delegation.
Here in the Port Authority in Limbe, we count the Idenau Port, the Limbe Port, and Tico Port. We expect that those of the Port Authority who are posted to serve in these places should at least master some English and some French. This is important because the impression a visitor has on setting foot in Cameroon is what he goes away with. Calling on them to partner with us and to ensure that they also carry the message that we are giving to them here, to their various workers who are not here today.
That was Benjamin Itwe, who headed the delegation from Yaoundé. Now we'll talk something else. A tragic accident occurred yesterday on the Chang Hill at Falaise, involving a Mondial Express bus, resulting in numerous fatalities, and deaths have also been recorded as a result of that particular accident. The United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, OCHA, has made known plans to effectively minimize the devastating effects of flood on the vulnerable population in the far north region. OCHA announced the measures during a recent meeting with stakeholders. At the end of the exercise, the organization revealed it was finalizing a work plan to better mitigate any flood risk. Government is seeking Parliament to approve an increase of the 2024 state budget by over 500 million francs CFA. The President of the Republic, Paul Biya, who signed an ordinance on June 20th, through which he is asking Parliament presently in session to increase the current budget by 533 billion francs CFA, a preponderant amount of the addition expected to come from foreign loans. Some media practitioners have been drilled on responsible reporting in mineral governance in Cameroon. This was during a capacity building workshop in Yaoundé. The workshop was organized by the Network for the Fight Against Hunger in Cameroon, better known in French as RELUFA, with the support of the Kimberley Process Civil Society Coalition, KPCSC, and the German foundation Umbertelen. The minister delegate at the presidency in charge of defense, Joseph Betia Somo, has paid homage to the fallen Inspector General of the Armed Forces, Vice Admiral Ngwa Ngali Guillaume. This was during a ceremony at the Yaoundé Simalène Airport. to receive the mortal remains of Vice Admiral Ngwa. Meantime, Indian investor and the chairman of Jindal Steel and Power Limited, in its acronym JSP, Navin Jindal, has pledged to construct Cameroon's first ever mineral analysis laboratory. The laboratory will help in giving analysis of ore mined from the Govayang iron ore project as well as from other Cameroonian projects. He made the announcement during an audience with the Prime Minister, head of government, Dr. Joseph John Kuti, at the Star Building in Yaoundé. We talk something different now. Almost the entire population of Gaza is at risk of famine within the next 3 months as war between Israel and Hamas continues. Plus, International Criminal Court issues arrest warrants for former Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu and Chief of Armed Forces Valery Gerasimov. Euro 2024 has been considered a success. We shall be coming back to this story. And just to say that protesters have breached Kenya's parliament over a controversial tax bill, as former President Obama's half sister is tear gassed during this particular raid. And just to reiterate that the protesters also stormed Kenya's parliament as outrage builds against controversial finance bill that has sparked widespread protest. The nationwide protest started in response to a proposed tax hike in Kenya, and Nairobi is main target in that country. Now, WikiLeaks found that Julian Assange will walk free for the first time in 12 years after the U.S. judge signs off on his unexpected plea deal on Wednesday morning. In a stunning turn of events, the 52-year-old Australian was released from a high-security prison in London on Monday afternoon and had already boarded a private jet to leave the United Kingdom before the world even knew of his agreement with the U.S. government. And we talk sports now, just to say that Samuel Eto'o, who happens to be the president of the Fecafoot in Cameroon, faced the CAF disciplinary board yesterday to actually answer some allegations made against him concerning match fixing, amongst other crimes which were also levied against him. Samuel Eto'o pleaded non-guilty, stating that he had never been a cheat throughout his international football career. And the verdict is still waiting, as Cameroonians are still awaiting the verdict from that particular disciplinary hearing from the CAF. Just to note that this day also Kumba FA team made it to 2-1, won Tico, yes, Kumba Legends won Tico United by 2-1 at the regional Milinta polls, and they have made it to the semis, and they are going to join Best Stars Academy of Limbe, among other teams who are also part of that particular competition. Euro 2024 has also been considered a success for many different reasons, especially for the goal-heavy, entertaining games, another phenomenon over the opening 12 days of the European Soccer Championship. However, has been fans throwing plastic beer cups onto pitches or onto other fans has also been something which has been described as really a porous event at the Euro 2024. And it is with that we end this edition of the news on CAM1 Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you today for your keen attention and keep on listening to more programs on this radio. Catch us at 9 a.m. prompt with the press review, which is coming up immediately as we compile this for you. I was Ekome Charles Abane, and we will see you tomorrow on this very network.